guys, this is take 2 of this video. I made this video last week, and I don't know what happened, but I went to get it ready to upload this weekend, and I had like 4 clips of just a few seconds long. So I guess I'll keep a closer eye on my camera while I remake this video. So this is a post review. This is Transparent by Yumi Art. This was one of my whips going into 2026. I started this one on 7/4/25 and I finished it January 15th of 26. It is around 51 centimeter by 76 centimeters. And I believe it had 2 ABs, no fairy dust or anything, because this is an older kit. I really want to get, I think it's called Muted Sound, which looks a lot like this, but it's the boy with the headphones. And I'm just hoping it does not discontinue before I have the chance to pick that one up. I really enjoyed working on this one, which surprised me because I'm not a fan of color blocking, and this one has a lot of color blocking, a lot of line blocking. The only confetti is probably mainly in this area right here. And then some color blocking and line blocking in her coat. But yeah, it's a beautiful finish. Let's see, I bought this one off of D-Stash. And then the drills, I had some trash, mostly concave bottoms. Seems like that seems to be a pattern for me lately. The glue was okay. It could have been stickier, but it was definitely not a deal breaker. And yeah, it's just a beautiful kit. Now, after this part of the video last time, I showed the 2 kits I was going to be working on next. I decided to do 2 of them because the one has a lot of the same colors, and I was afraid I'd get bored with all the same colors. I'm actually really enjoying it. I got 2 rows done on the one, and then 1 row and like 1.5 squares done this morning while I waited for my daughter to go to school. So I'll show those next. The one is an unlicensed piece that my husband gave me for Christmas. He got it off Amazon. It's a Grinch kit, and the running joke pretty much, with my family and everything, is my dad and I have one major thing in common, and that's we are Grinches around the holidays. And it seems like everybody in my family always seems to pass away right around one holiday or another. And of course, my dad passed away December 26th of 2024. So I didn't get to do any Christmas kits this year because my stuff is in storage with the moving company. So I decided to just get this one up to do kind of at the same time as the other one. So this one I started on January 15th. I did 1 row, and then I did a row of the next one I'm going to show you. And then I did a 2nd row on this one on the weekend. And now I'm starting my next row on the other one. So this one is basically, I broke it down into 4 rows. But it's okay. The glue's, I don't know if it's the glue that's not sticky, because when I touch the glue, the whole canvas will lift. But when I go to put the drills down, so I don't know if the drills are just dirty or dusty or something causing the issues or what. It's mainly that background color, but I can touch those and they just kind of all move when I touch them. So I don't really know what to do about that, but I mean, it's okay. I'll probably have to seal it, but again, my sealer is with the mover, so I'll just have to be careful how I store it when I'm done. This next one, which I'm actually not getting sick of the color, surprisingly, even though this is not my color palette at all. This is Roselle by Michelle Zia. from Unimade. And it is a gorgeous kit. 48 colors. Let's see, it's got 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. It is a 50 by 67 centimeter or 19.7 by 26.4 inches. She is so beautiful. I'm absolutely loving working on this one. See if I can zoom into her eye. That's as close as I can get. So her eyelashes, I believe, because I have, I think 2 or 3 drills placed, are fairy dust. It's a 550, and they are just absolutely beautiful too. So I can't wait to get to that eye. I should be able to get to that today, hopefully. But yeah, I am really enjoying working on this one, and I worried about nothing when it came to the color palette, but I would really like to see both of these 2 kits done this month so I can get 4 done with no purchases. Because one of my goals is to make sure I buy less than I do this year, which until we get some money coming in, that's not going to really be an issue. But that's it for those. And then sorry about that, I have to grab this, but I had one skein of yarn that I had tried to use for amigurumi, and I wasn't able to get it to work for amigurumi because it kept splitting so bad. So I decided to start basically like a granny square blanket, and I got that skein of yarn done. I was just curious how the colors would work up doing it that way versus just going back and forth where the colors kind of stay together. And I think it's cute. I did check Walmart to buy another skein, and they didn't have this exact colorway, so I'll have to wait until I get to another town. Our Walmart's kind of crappy. It's one of those Walmarts that was really old, and they turned it into a super Walmart, even though they didn't expand the size of the store. So, you know, the clothing section is tiny, and crafting sections have hardly nothing. As far as my other things, I'm about halfway, a little over halfway done with the second book in Throne of Glass, and then 98% done with one of my books. And then I have not crocheted any amigurumi items, which I need to do that probably this week. I'd like to get 3 done this month, but I haven't really been in the mood. I've been working on a hat because I've never made. The only thing I've been able to figure out how to make is the amigurumi. I haven't been able to figure out much else. I just learned how to do the granny square, which is okay. I've been making a whole bunch of granny squares because my husband got me this huge pack of yarn off of Amazon for Christmas, I believe. So I've just been using it to make squares. It's tiny skeins, so I get about 2 squares per skein, and then the leftover I'm just making into a continuous granny square. But other than that, I think that's all I've gotten accomplished. So I guess that's really all I have to share. I will probably do a whip and chat probably today just to get that done and try and get some of these posted. At least my camera didn't stop this time, so that's a plus. But y'all have a good day and happy diamond painting.